Yo guys, it's CFB. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're sitting back in the hot seat. We're getting ready for the preview for the game coming tomorrow, FA Cup replay against Aston Villa, where we play Aston Villa at home. We're sitting in the hot seat once again. I was going to say chat. It's because when I stream I say chat because I'm talking to a chat. When I'm obviously here I say guys, obviously. But yeah, it's going to be a hard game, but without enough chitter-chatter, let's get straight into the preview. Before we do, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my second channel. Not my second channel, my streaming channel. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place. See, this is already getting me all over the place. It's my streaming channel. Go and check that out. It'd be very much appreciated. And drop me a follow on there. You don't want to miss the good nights on there. So let's get straight into the preview because I just want to get this preview over and done with. I just want to get it over and done with. Like I said, this isn't going to be a usual preview because every time I'm coming on here, onto YouTube, don't get me wrong, I love it. I love talking about Chelsea Football Club. I love talking to you guys. I love doing the content and stuff like that. But Chelsea Football Club themselves, we're in so much of a crisis right now. When it comes to previews and reviews of games, I don't know what to say because it's the same thing just recycled every single time. But you know, we're in the FA Cup replay against Aston Villa with the potential to go to the 5th round where we could either face Leeds United or Plymouth Argyle. From what I've read online, it's either Leeds United or Plymouth Argyle we could face. So two very, very beatable teams to make us go through. I think it's quarterfinals if I'm not mistaken after this. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's again, every game we're coming into now, it's a must-win. It's a must-win. No losses accepted, and especially if Pochettino wants to keep his job and somehow get the fans back on track, he needs to gain as much wins as possible. But let's be real here, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that, and in my opinion, I don't see it. In my opinion, as I've stated for the last couple videos, I think he should have been sacked ages ago. If you saw my last video that I did yesterday, a humongous video. If you sat through all 38 minutes, then fair play to you. I don't expect anybody to, but fair play. I went through on the manager, the ownership, the sporting directors, because everything at the club right now is just not good enough whatsoever. Everything's in tatters, everything's in a mess. And as I was recording the video yesterday, we actually had a load of news from loads of briefings from journalists about what's happened with Pochettino. You know, the things coming about that Pochettino is safe now, and the owners apparently don't want to sack him because of FFP or something like that, because of 10 million a year or something. And then just like utter BS. You know what I'm trying to say? Utter BS. And it just screams that we're in a crisis. There's a load of things coming about saying that apparently Enzo Fernandez wants to leave, but I think that's fake. You know, it's just everything's going wrong, and everything just screams that tomorrow we are going to lose. Everything just screams it. Tomorrow we are going to lose, and I can sit here. Obviously, I do my match prediction at the end of the video usually after the team lineup and everything like that. But I'm going to sit on there and say this to you all. I'll give you a prediction at the end, but we're going to lose tomorrow. We're going to lose. And I hate the fact that I have to say this. I hate the fact I have to sit here in front of you lot and say we are going to lose. We're not even going to put up a fight. You know what I'm trying to say? I hate it. I want to come on here. I want to have to come on here and say, you know, I want Chelsea to win. I think we're going to win. You know, I think we're going to take these to the cleaners. I want to say that and come on here and say that to you lot. But I just can't, because I'm not going to fraud about. I'm not going to mess about with you all and lie here and, you know, just talk to BS. We're in a crisis. We're in a massive, massive crisis, and until that's gone down, and the first step of that is obviously to sack Pochettino. Until that's all gone down, we're not going to move. We're not going to move whatsoever. So yeah, Aston Villa obviously we're facing as well, a very, very good team, a team that are way better than Wolves, who we just got hammered by 4-2. You know what I'm trying to say? We just got hammered by these like 4-2, and it makes me laugh as well. Actually, I'm going to bring this up after I carry on what I was going to say. But it makes me laugh because Pochettino in a press conference came out and said that Aston Villa have had a day rest more than us, you know, and complaining the fact that we've got to play on Wednesday. This is what I saw online. I don't watch the press conferences. I just read the quotes online from proper sources. But he said that they've had a day rest more than us. But we had the day rest more than what Wolves did, and we got hammered 4-2. So You know, we've got to keep a level playing field here. Come on, we're Chelsea Football Club. We're Chelsea Football Club, for God's sake. Pochettino's sitting here, the bloody Spurs lemon, and trying to bring his Tottenham aura here. This is not the same. We are not anywhere near them lot. Nowhere near that. They're not here. They're not here. We're here. You know what I mean? We're London's London's finest. We're the pride of London. We own London. It's common. We are. But for the last couple of years, obviously, we haven't at all. But yeah, we're facing Aston Villa, a very tough team, and like I said in the last FA Cup game that we played, which was against Aston Villa at home, our ground, we should have killed the game off. We killed the game off. We couldn't have let it go to overtime. Bloody hell. We couldn't have let it go to a replay because of how good Aston Villa's form is at home. I think they've got one of the best home form records this season or something like that. Like, do you really think we're going to go to Aston Villa's home ground, yeah, and put in a performance with everything that's going on around the club right now, with the manager and stuff like that, and how uncertainty he is at the club, and, you know, just everything, how toxic it is? You think we're really going to go to Aston Villa and get a result? I don't see it. I just think we're going to lose. I really do think we're going to lose. I think they're going to play us off the park. Like I said, I'm not going to give a prediction yet because I'll give that at the end of the video. But yeah, Pochettino, if he really wants to get something going, he needs to change something. He needs to change something in this team. Like maybe a formation change. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people saying we should go to a back five or a back three or whatever you call it. But we don't have the personnel to go to that. And I don't mean in terms of, like, you know, players playing in a back three. No, I'm not on about that. I'm on about, if we go with a back three or a back five, we need 3 centre-backs. We've only got 3 available centre-backs. We've only got Badiashile, Thiago Silva, and Disasi. What about if one of them gets injured? Then we're screwed. We have to go back to the back four for the next couple of weeks until one of our other centre-backs come back. And then again, you're taking the risk because it's a back three. And then you'll be left with 2 other centre-backs left. You know what I'm trying to say? We are in dire need. We can't even change a formation. Unless you go with like a 4-3-3. We have to keep it with a 4-back. You know? We've only got 2 wing-backs. Let's be real here. We've only got 2 wing-backs. You really want a risk another injury again? Like, I agree. We should be going for formation change, maybe. If it's not working, we should go for formation change, change something up. But what I'm coming on there and saying is, it's impossible. It's pretty much impossible. You're going to run the risk of injuries. Maybe I've just got PTSD because of injuries. I don't know. But, hey, he needs to change something. He needs to change something. But, yeah. Let's move on to the lineup I'll go with for tomorrow's game. And, yeah, I'll see you then. So, this is the team I'll go with for tomorrow in the FA Cup. Obviously, I'll go through the team and then, obviously, I'm going to explain why I chose these players. So, it's right here. Petrovic in goal, Ben Chilwell left back, Badiashile and Thiago Silva as the centre backs, Gusto right back, Enzo Fernandez, Gallagher in your double pivot, Mudryk off the left wing, Chukwuemeka in the cam, Madueke off the right wing, and Jackson as the ST. Now let's go through why I've chosen these players. So Petrovic in goal, self-explanatory. Don't really need to say much about Petrovic. Keep it up. Keep the good work. He can't. Half of the goals that he concedes, it's not even his fault. You look at 2 of the goals on the weekend, they were deflections. So there's that. Ben Chilwell, left back. It's a bit of a risk running him for 2 games on the trot, but you've got to run the risk sometimes. You've got to run the risk. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't even mind in a way if he didn't play tomorrow and it was somebody else. But I just want players in the actual positions. You know what I'm trying to say? I want players in the actual positions. I hope he has a better game tomorrow because the last couple of games he's played since injury have been atrocious. Badiashile, left centre-back, he didn't have a good game again against Wolves. And obviously I didn't give player ratings and stuff like that. I just absolutely went in on the manager that game review. But he needs to up it. He needs to up it. I wouldn't be surprised if Disasi's in. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think Badiashile will get the game, but I would rather Badiashile over Disasi. Thiago Silva as well. Do you know what? I will say this right now. I don't think Thiago Silva is going to be in the squad tomorrow because of what Belle Silva posted on Twitter, which I think she spoke 100% facts. Fair play to Belle Silva, respect to Belle Silva, but apparently the ownership aren't happy about it, and you know that's going to go straight to the manager, and the manager's going to drop Thiago Silva. I can guarantee it. I'll be surprised if he's in. But Thiago Silva's obviously, you know, it's a bit unfortunate we have to keep relying on him since he's nearly turning 40. But he's that class. The guy's class. You can't really blame him for much. Gusto right back. It's the same really as Ben Chilwell. I'm a little bit worried PTSD taking over, just in case of an injury. But then again, we need to progress through. I want the FA Cup. You know what I'm trying to say? So play your best players. Enzo Fernandez and Gallagher now. No Caicedo in the lineup. Why have I not chose Caicedo? I'm giving Caicedo a break. He played awful against Wolves. Awful. I'm a big fan of Caicedo. And like I said, I don't think it's Enzo or Caicedo's fault the reason why they're doing not great. Because I think it's on the manager, his tactics, the way he sets the team up. But I'm going to choose Gallagher in the pivot tomorrow. Just to try and run Aston Villa ragged. Try and run them ragged in that double pivot midfield. But it worries me the fact that maybe Gallagher will be used in the position that Caicedo's used in. And he's even more isolated because he can't defend as well as Caicedo. But if you actually play him in a double pivot, then maybe you could get something. I don't know. But yeah, I decided to drop Caicedo for this one because I just think maybe it's time he needs to be dropped. Maybe he deserves to be dropped. Enzo as well. I would drop Enzo for this game as well, but I'm going to go with him. I'm just going to go with him because I've got to be honest, I don't know. We haven't got enough profiles in the squad right now. We haven't got enough players I can even turn to, even if we had enough profiles that I can look at and go, oh yeah, you know what, you would do a job for this game. You know what I'm trying to say? We haven't got those profiles. So I'm scraping at barrels, but I'm going to go with Enzo. Just try something, Enzo. Try something individual, because clearly Pochettino's tactics ain't taking a toll on you, man. Mudryk off the left. He hasn't played for the last couple of games. He hasn't started for the last couple of games. Give him a run-in. Who knows? He might be able to do something. Last time we played Aston Villa, which is obviously the FA Cup, they actually, on odd occasion, they left in a lot of space in behind. That's where Mudryk comes in. That's where a game where you need to play Mudryk, because that pacing behind that he can offer is dangerous, and he can create a chance from it or even score a chance from it. So I'll be playing Mudryk in this game for his pace and his unpredictability as well, because he could be unpredictable, which is bad for us fans sometimes, but sometimes good when it pays off. Madueke off the right wing. Again, another player who was undeservedly dropped for Sterling. In my opinion, drop Sterling. I don't see what he offers compared to Madueke. I think Madueke offers a bit more. Don't get me wrong, he could be a bit more frustrating, but he's nowhere near as experienced as Sterling is meant to be. Yet he plays a little bit better. He's still got something in him that shows more than what Sterling does. So I'm going to go Madueke. Chukwuemeka as well. In the cam, it's not dropping Nkunku, because I don't think he deserves to be dropped. You know, he's only just come back from an injury. And it wasn't really his fault in the last game. He just got no service whatsoever. But I'm going to give him a rest because of PTSD, because of injuries again. I have a feeling if Nkunku plays in this game, he's going to get injured. I have a feeling. Plus, I want to keep some of our main players ready for the Premier League. I think the Premier League is more important. Imagine if we stay on 31 points for the next 5 games because we're not playing our best players. We will be closer to the relegation. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We'll be in another relegation. In fact, I'm saying this again 2 times on the trot. We'll be closer to another relegation scrap. Threat of relegation again. You know what I'm trying to say? We're obviously never going to get relegated, and we won't get relegated. But you know what I'm trying to say? We're closer to there than what we are to the top, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I'd much rather keep Nkunku for that. Maybe Nkunku comes on for the last 30, 35 minutes. I would not mind that at all, especially how he started the last game. Give Chukwuemeka a run. He's still a quality player. I think he knows quite a lot of these Aston Villa players because they used to be his teammates. So maybe he could offer something against them. I don't know, but he's still a brilliant player. I'd play him as starting for tomorrow, give him some minutes, give him a run in. And then Jackson up top, came off the bench last game, didn't really do anything at all, but the game was pretty much dead and buried when he came on the pitch. I'm just hoping he can offer something tomorrow. We know Jackson, he's got good ball control, like close up, he's got good dribbling skills and stuff like that. He can use that to his strengths in this type of game, but again, I just look at Jackson and I think, I've already said this on video, I think Jackson's a good player, but I think under this manager and stuff like that, he's pretty much there's nothing there. You know what I'm trying to say? There's nothing there. And I don't think he's a Chelsea quality starting striker, but I reckon he's a striker who could come off the bench and maybe start on a couple games against certain teams and impact the game. For this game, I don't see him impacting the game, in my opinion, but he's the only striker we've got available. So, Jackson, just do something tomorrow, please. And that's the starting 11 I'll go for tomorrow. Let me know in the comments down below what yours would be. So, score prediction for tomorrow. My God, it's crazy the fact that I started my channel last year when everything was just in tatters and absolutely in tatters, and I've never ever been confident to come on and in a preview and give my score prediction. You know what I mean? The day I'm actually confident to come on and give a positive score prediction is the day we're finally back, I guess. But I think it's going to be Aston Villa. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think it's going to be Aston Villa 3, Chelsea 1. And I think it's going to be Aston Villa 3, Chelsea 0. I think it's going to be Aston Villa 3, Chelsea 0. I think we're going to get absolutely blitzed. And the scary thing about it is, I don't think the ownership, even if we lose in this fashion, 3 back-to-back losses like this, in high-scoring games against teams, I have a feeling the ownership aren't going to sack him. They're still going to keep with him. They're still going to keep with him and say, oh, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. You know, I just got this awful feeling. Awful feeling. And yeah, just prepare your pants for tomorrow, because bloody hell. It's not. I've got a feel. I can already see it in my head. I can already see it in my head. It's just going to go absolutely awful. Because Pochettino won't change it either. And even if he does change it, it will be the wrong thing anyway. Because he's not a great tactical manager. He's not a good tactical manager. He doesn't offer anything. The whole club's in a crisis. Everything's going bad to wrong. Everything's going absolutely awful at the club right now. I just don't see a way we beat Aston Villa at home, especially with the way their home form is, how well they're playing, how much confidence they've got. They're 4th in the league, you know. They're only like 5 or 6 points off first. They're going to be up for this. Their tail's going to be up for this. And I just don't think we're going to be able to deal with it. I think the players are going to cower away from the crowd as well. It's going to be absolutely awful, I'm telling you. So prepare yourself for tomorrow. And yeah, take care all. I hope I'm wrong. Obviously. But yeah, take care all. Like, subscribe, bell notification on, so you're notified every time I load a video for tomorrow as well, at an hour after kickoff. And yeah, see you on my live stream tomorrow down in the description below. Take care all. Up the Chels. Peace.